Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters in Islam. You're tuning into this Muslim Youth Movement video, and this video is inshallah gonna be on sisters. So nowadays we got three types of sisters. The first type of sister we got is, mashallah, this sister dresses appropriately. She doesn't put on makeup when she goes out, she's wearing good shoes, that don't let the whole neighborhood know that she's walking, and mashallah, she's dressed alright. Second type of sister we got is the sister that, occasionally puts on that makeup, occasionally puts on the perfume and that. So she's, she's a bit in the middle. The third type of sister is completely like, she's off the hook. She's wearing hijab, she's wearing a yellow hijab, she's got lipstick on, she's got all the makeup on, she's got all the perfume on, she's got all of that, David off on, she's got whatever she wears on, whatever the sisters wear. She's got the yellow jilbab on, she's got the high heels on, so she's proper smashing it out. Now hold that thought of all those three sisters, and now let me tell you how our society is nowadays. Brothers and sisters, as you all probably know, we're living in a highly sexualized society. Now when someone want to sell a car, they're going to put a woman next to it. When they want to sell a toothbrush, they're going to make a woman brushing her teeth. When someone wants to sell shoes, they're going to have a woman wearing it walking down the street. Now sisters who dress up when they're going out, I don't know if you fully know the reality of men. Now how men think, how men act, why men behave how they behave. Sister, men behave in a way where, for example, you're dressed up, you're looking nice, you look at that man, he's gonna get gassed, he's gonna be like, oh bro, you know that sister, she just looked at me, yeah bro, I'm on this thing. So men are gonna be like that. Men actually behave like that, they think like that, they think, yeah, that sister looked at me, I look good, I look fly today, I look like this today, I look like that today. And they think, yeah, and then they start checking you out, and then you checking them out. And then, it becomes you're in a bad situation where shaitan has completely got hold of both of you, and you're both checking each other out. Men are like predators. Now men are gonna eye you up and they're just gonna walk away. They're gonna look at you, and then later on sisters complain, oh, this brother was looking at me today, or he was looking at me today, this brother's not pious, he was looking at me today. But sister, how are you dressed? You're dressed in an immodest way. You're dressed in a way where you're inviting people to look at you. Some sisters dress in a way and then they complain, oh, this brother was looking at me, why is he looking at me, he's not pious. Sister, why are you dressing in that way that you're inviting him to come and look at you? For example, you can't expect a lion, you can't expect to put a steak in a cage in which a lion is in, and you can't expect the lion to fully lower his gaze. SubhanAllah, it's very difficult for the lion to lower his gaze when you put a steak in front of him. In the same way, it's very difficult for men to lower their gaze when, there's fitna all around. And sister, you're not making it better. Because we're Muslim men and you're a Muslim woman, it's going to be even more of a fitna because you're a Muslim woman and we're looking at you and you're a Muslim woman. It's going to be even more of a fitna because you're not a non-Muslim. You're still an option for us. You're still a Muslim woman. So it's going to be even more difficult. Now sister, how is your iman high when you're dressing in such a way? You're dressing in this way, but how is your inside? Now we can tell how someone's inside is just by the reflection it leaves on their outside. For example, if my inside is good, I've got iman, if I've got iman, I'm pious inside, I'm going to automatically look pious on the outside. I'm going to clip my nails, I'm going to cut my hair when it's going crazy, I'm going to shave the places where I'm supposed to be shaving, I'm not going to smell, I'm going to brush my teeth, I'm not going to stink. So that's how you can tell of someone's iman. Now in the same way, that sister, she's walking around in the street, she's got her lipstick on and all of this, and she's proper inviting people to look at her. How can your iman be high when it's basically contradicting each other, which is really, really weird. Now I'm not saying, look ugly, don't put any makeup on, do this, that, yeah. When you go outside, be sure to not put any of that on. For example, the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ comes to mind where the Prophet ﷺ said something like, there'll come a time where the woman will go out wearing perfume and they'll be like adulterous. SubhanAllah, what we derive from this hadith is that the woman who goes out intentionally, putting perfume on to attract people, she's like the adulterous woman. SubhanAllah, how many sisters do we have nowadays who go out, and they've dabbed themselves in perfume? Sisters, this is really something to think about, because this is like the equivalent of committing zina, adultery, which is a major sin in Islam, So So sisters, you know, be careful what you're doing. And sisters, you know, you can beautify yourselves, you can look good in front of your husbands, you know. If your husband's coming home from work, you don't want to look like, you know, lightning just hit your hair, and you look like, you know, you look like you just got out of your bed, you haven't even washed your face, you haven't brushed your teeth. You don't want to, you know, put your husband off like that, because your husband's going to be seeing other people out there, other sisters. Obviously the third type of sister that I mentioned, he's going to be seeing them ones out there, and he's going to think, you know, why ain't my wife, you know, dressed nice for me? Why ain't she wearing this for me? That's how your husband's going to think. It's just natural. And when you open the door, you know, your breath smells, you know, your hair looks like it just got lit up by lightning, and you just look so mash up. So sisters, you know, beautify yourselves for your husband. Have a bath in perfume if you want. Have a shower before he comes home, you know. Cook nice food. Look good for him. Wear lipstick, whatever you want. Look good for your husband. But don't look good for men out there, you know, who don't care about you and who are just going to eye you up, and, you know, they're going to think bad things about you later, and they're going to think really, really dirty things about you. Sisters, you know about the sexualized society, and most of the men nowadays, they're really mashed up in the head. I don't want to go too much into why they're mashed up, because obviously we might have little kids watching this. But sisters, you know, please fix up, inshallah, and, you know, you have to fear Allah, because obviously Allah is always watching you, and you have to think about your iman as well. If you want to raise your iman, you know, you're the next generation. You're going to be the mothers of the next generation. You're going to be the mothers of, for example, if the likes of Khalid bin Walid come in the future, and inshallah may Allah bring them, if the likes of them come, you're going to be the mothers of them. So you're going to raise them. And subhanallah, sister, you know, you're going to have to sort yourself out before you raise, you know, good pious Muslims. So sisters, please, you know, fear Allah. And also the brothers, you know, don't wear provocative clothes and this, that, and don't, you know, brothers, you know what to do, man. You intentionally do it, don't intentionally do it, you know, just sort yourselves out, inshallah. Anything good I've said is from Allah, anything bad I've said is from me. Please forgive me if I've offended anyone. I didn't mean to offend anyone, I was just, you know, trying to speak the haqq. Jazakallah khair, brothers and sisters, for watching this video. Be sure to check us out on Twitter, be sure to check me out on Twitter at I'mMusaman, and Jazakallah khair for watching. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.